Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. AJ is gone.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Wow. AJ is back. And tonight, we are talking about the 2021 Lifetime original thriller that is Psycho Storm Chaser. God damn. This was a thrill ride. And everyone who's here on the show, YouTube-wise, and seeing the video show, immediately will notice we are missing a person. Spiv.
Down a man.
Spiv is gone. Spiv has gone. Not forgotten. But gone, nonetheless.
Yeah,
which
gone.
means only one thing.
Gone like the wind.
That AJ finally gets to do his secret segment.
Ooh.
No.
We can't.
We've gone over this a dozen times.
Only when someone forgets.
Yeah.
That's not the game. Because I was gone last week and you didn't do it. So it's not being gone. It's not being prepared.
It's for people. The segment is
but then we have to come
procrastination.
But then we have to come up with
work.
Then we have to come up with another segment to put in when AJ's not prepared and doesn't have the right wheel on the right computer.
Oh my god!
To the backup. Exactly, but that one will actually exist.
Procrastination. It only plays when someone doesn't do what they were supposed to do.
Yes, when they're not
It
prepared.
sounds like you're not doing what you're supposed to do, AJ.
Spiv is
Not
just
doing
sick.
anything. You're not
sick.
doing a goddamn thing. Is what's
It makes
what's
no.
happening.
It would make no sense. It would make no sense. Like.
It makes no sense.
So you want me to make? You want me to make another section for when people are just absent?
I don't understand what your section is because it never fucking happens because there's so many stipulations for it to happen.
Oh my god! It's ridiculous.
That's what I think. That's what everybody is saying except for you, and you're acting like. Anyways, I digress.
I just think there's a communication error here.
There's a communication breakdown, and these things happened, which is why we need to watch more Lifetime originals.
We do.
Truly.
We do.
And
Rebecca and I have been pulling for this for a while.
Yeah.
explore
No one listens to us.
the
There's some good ones out there.
emotional side of Bad Movie Night.
Yes.
Something we haven't tapped into enough. And Aaron,
Yeah.
what happened to your name tag? Why does it just say A?
Oh fuck! I finished. I must have hit enter.
Hey.
Fair enough.
Hey,
It's
Ron.
Oops.
So, it is now almost Thanksgiving. If there's a Thanksgiving movie out there that we haven't covered yet, please let us know in the comments section. We're looking for a Thanksgiving themed movie. We've done the Blood. What's it called?
Blood and
Parts.
Thunder? No, not Blood
No.
and Thunder.
Bloodletty.
The one,
The
that
Blood.
was fucking actual Thanksgiving horror movie. Blood something.
Thanksgiving.
Ah,
No, we didn't do Thanksgiving.
I'm
Thanksgiving.
moving.
We did
done
on
Thanks-
the one
we've
show,
done- We
yeah.
did. We already did that. But anyways,
I don't think I was here for it.
looking for a
That's
Thanksgiving
not cranberry
horror themed
sauce.
movie, or it doesn't have to be horror, but Thanksgiving themed movie. And then we are on to the BMNs sooner rather than later.
Oh my
which
God,
just
really?
seems
Already?
crazy.
That is
Wow, that's nuts.
that is
So-
coming quick.
If you are a listener and a fan of the show, you are fully aware of what the BMNs are. If you're new to the show, that is where we recap the last 50 or so movies we watched during the year and have arbitrary awards. And so we are always looking for listener participation insofar as category suggestions and then as well as your votes.
Tiebreakers.
So
We need a celebrity
Influencers.
host this
in
year.
mind, we will find a celebrity host as well. Last
Nice.
year we had JD Borfington the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll return. Maybe we'll find a new celebrity guest host. Only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fair enough. Thank you, guys.
JD has to come back so he can.
He was really good at it.
Mhm.
He was. He got his stride after like the second hour of it.
That last 15 minutes, he really
He
nailed
really
it.
nailed it. No,
Right on.
I
it.
love having him there. We got to have him back.
No,
it's
it's
fun.
All right. So, time to move on because we have done enough banter. AJ, what is the Psycho Storm Chaser about?
A man with the gift of chasing the weather
I like
blows into town.
Coming for you.
The
It's
forecast
so
is
wet.
grim.
Oh, it's so wet in here.
A stay-at-home nurse is in his line of sight.
I see you.
The only thing more dangerous than this hurricane is the man with the yellow raincoat. Hold on to your lawn furniture as we spin into this lifetime classic that is the Psycho Storm Chaser.
Chaser. That's pretty good.
Rated PG because it's made for TV.
Lifetime.
It's commercial breaks. Commercial breaks really threw me off, but we'll get into it.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah, it did.
Oh, they were
It's
so subtle.
Fade to black. Fade to
Very,
black.
It's like-
very subtle. Thank you, AJ. That was really, really good premise whole section. Time now to move on to the history hole. A little context for the movie and the year it was released. So here we go.
Are you ready? For Aaron's history hole.
All right, folks. Nothing to see here.
Why do you have that? Why do you have that?
Good question.
Keep moving along.
What the fuck is
Is
Why
supposed
is
to be
it?
like some people
Why is
now?
it? Why is there?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
We all float down here.
Did we
He's
watch
like
the
a
same
utilities. He's like a utilities worker when a storm.
yeah,
when there's a
exactly.
storm. Yeah.
But why is
But
the child from
the
It
child
behind
from
you,
It.
though? Does that
Not in the
take place in
movie.
the storm?
Maybe Georgie comes back as the Psycho Storm Chaser.
Oh, because they have the same coat.
Oh, Aaron. You really got
oh
into
wow,
the lore
connecting
here.
the dots.
Yeah.
Yes. We put the PP in PP&L electricity. That'll make no sense for anybody outside of our area, but whatever. Moving along. All righty, folks. We have Psycho Storm Chaser, which was released August 7th, 2021 for TV. It does have a tagline. If the storm doesn't kill, he will.
Mm.
It's a great tagline.
Mhm.
That's a good tagline.
Quite
Sounds
forgettable.
like Johnny.
That's the best they could do. Like, oh my god,
Johnny
5
what?
minutes.
I can't think of his name. Johnny
Johnny
Cochran.
Depp. Johnny.
If the storm.
Oh,
doesn't kill him,
yes.
he will.
He will.
What?
The O.J.
Johnny
Simpson
that-
trial.
from OJ.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. He liked to
Yeah.
rhyme
When it
things.
rains, it
Yeah.
pours.
You mean Jackie Childs?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Jackie
say.
Childs.
But I think
Jackie
of the guy from
Childs, yeah.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so some other August 2021 films we have: The Suicide Squad, Demonic, The Night House.
Demonic.
Ugh.
I didn't watch it. I was,
The Night House is
I was
great.
excited for Demonic, but I didn't.
but Demonic
I didn't watch it.
is what's his face? The guy who did District 9,
Yeah,
Neil Blomkamp.
Blomkamp.
And it has some moments. It's not completely terrible, but it's not great. That's all I have to say about Demonic. Did you see it, Lindsay?
No,
Big
I did
fan.
not.
It's hard to follow up District 9. you
Wow,
know.
yeah.
It
Oh yeah,
is.
District 9 is amazing. It is definitely amazing.
What was the other one you mentioned? The other
Actually, I rewatched District 9 not too long ago.
The Night House.
movie? Oh, The Night House.
That's a great movie.
Okay, Reminiscence.
Never saw it, but it's got huge Jackman.
Yeah,
Oh.
you should probably watch it. There's some similarities between Transient and
I know. That's why I didn't watch it.
Okay, it's fair. Don't Breathe 2.
I never saw the first Don't Breathe.
I know, it's never.
They don't
I
breathe.
haven't seen either.
First one is interesting, and the second one, it's like trying to make a hero out of an awful,
murderous rapist.
murderous rapist, and you're like,
That
So
doesn't
it did
work.
well, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. It did well.
the characters that you're supposed to care about are
sounds
worse than
very mega.
the
Yeah,
murderous
it's-
rapists. Like,
yeah.
I guess you're supposed to care about him more than them. Really.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's an interesting character study. It's like, can we convince you to care about a murderous rapist?
And they can't.
Right, there's the problem. Studies gone horribly wrong. Yeah. We also have the Candyman remake-ish.
Oh,
of
I like
sorts.
that. I thought that was
I
great.
liked it.
I liked
All right.
it. Music
For the
was
most
good.
part.
All right.
It's okay.
All right, your highest grossing films from that year were Spider-Man No Way Home, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I didn't see that one.
Man.
No idea what that is. Venom.
It's a Marvel movie.
No, Shang-Chi is a Disney. Oh, it probably is. It's owned by Disney, but yeah. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Didn't watch any of those.
No, I'm never gonna watch it.
Black Widow, another.
Didn't.
Is that
Oh
a?
my gosh.
Is that
it's
another?
all-
That's Marvel. That's Marvel.
No.
Yeah.
This is all superhero shit.
I mean, this
you
is
know?
what it's gonna be.
F9.
Oh, Fast and the Furious 9.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. then.
Spiv would be flipping out right now if he was here.
Eternals.
Oh yeah, that was another Marvel with Angelina Jolie.
on a-
I haven't seen these. I just know.
Did you ever
For
see the
some
Batman version?
reason. For
You ever
some
see the
reason, I
Batman
know.
version,
Can we-
Internals.
Can we pick movies to talk about?
Sing 2. No Time to Die. A Quiet Place Part 2,
Oh,
which I
No
did
Time
not
to
watch.
Die. There you go.
I thought No Time to Die was the tagline for Sing 2.
It has
Sing 2. I ain't
No
got time
Time
to
to
bleed.
Die.
what's his name's in it? The guy from Mr. Robot plays the bad guy. It's great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Great.
A Quiet Place Part 2, and then Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that either.
I saw
It's
it.
interesting.
I
didn't
wanted
see
to
the
like
last
it.
Ghostbusters either. I haven't seen any of the new ones.
It was better than I expected because my expectations were horrible.
Mhm.
So
That's fair.
it panders too much. Okay, Psycho Granny is a film we should check out because it's by our director, Buz Willick, or Buz Wallick,
There's tons
Buz
of psycho
Wallick,
ones.
who has 44 producer credits, 46 cinematographer credits, 15 director credits, and also edited this film. He's mostly done work on some TV shorts and documentaries. So we should check out his.
Did
Yeah.
anyone else, like when you saw his name, think it was like a fake pseudonym for
Yep.
like Balls
Yeah,
Walcott or
definitely.
something like that? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
is this like
Yep.
yeah, okay.
Buz Wallick. Yeah. Buz Wallick.
I kept seeing like Balls Walcock or something. Like, it was just,
Buzz
And then
Walcock.
the main
That's an
actor was
astronaut.
Rib Hillis. or
Yeah,
whatever.
Rib.
So that I'm like,
And
what
his
is
name,
this?
his actual name's Robert, but it's Rib and
I
not
could
Rob.
see that being like a very country club thing to go with
Oh.
Rib.
what if it was just like
yes.
a typo, but
Oh,
they
yes.
just fucking went with
This
it?
is something that I think generations have lost because I've worked with older Americans for a long time now, and they always like half of them have random
I
names.
believe they're called Patriots.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Right. You call them like their name is like Betty, but when you go to talk to them, they're like, "No, I like to be called Jojo Junior or whatever." And you're like,
My grandmother's
How
name
the
was
fuck am I
Mildred,
supposed to know
and
that?
she went by Joe.
"Exactly what I'm talking about."
That doesn't
Yep.
make a
Right?
lick of sense.
Oh,
I
your name's
know.
Rashonda, but you like being called Betty? Fucking fine. No, how am I supposed to know that? This is a long lost kind of like thing. Like no younger
Oh, yeah.
people do that, or not a lot of them seemingly do that.
That's true.
Yeah, like your name's Howard, but you go by Skip or something
Yeah, exactly.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
So-
gosh.
Speaking of grannies, we have this movie called Psycho Granny, aka Lineage of Lies, from 2019 by our director.
Nice.
After Samantha's mother passes away, her spirits are lifted with sudden appearance of her long-lost grandmother, Colleen. All is well until Colleen's dark past reveals itself as Sam is forced to fight for her life.
Oh no.
Crazy.
Want some cookies?
Commercial
Get
break.
Grandma her teeth.
We'll be back soon.
Okay. Wow, I almost mispronounced this one. Okay, his next film was called Twin Sanity.
Nice. Look at that. That's a cool.
That's a
Yeah,
cool
It's actually a
poster.
pretty cool cover. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really
That's
is.
cool.
This is from 2018. Abandoning the yoga business she shares with her twin sister, Celeste sets
course.
out to forge her own identity.
This was based on a true story. I know this true story.
You are a Fucking nerd.
Abandoning a yoga studio sounds like a story in every town.
Let's hear it. What's it about?
No. Okay. The story I know, it's these twins, and they did yoga and things like that, and they were in Hawaii, like on vacation or something, and they were driving in a Jeep, and like they were having a fight in the vehicle, and they went off a cliff. And one survived and the other one didn't. And people think it might have been murder. Like the one twin was like trying to purposely crash him or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So the desperate twin stops at nothing to bring her home,
Mm-hmm.
including driving her off a cliff.
Yes.
But it came home in a body bag. All right. You got to check that one out. It sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it seems interesting.
That's pretty cool. That's based on a real story. Our writer was Jay Black, who has 15 writing credits. He wrote things like, I believe he wrote this. Nope.
No,
Boom.
he wrote
No.
another cycle.
Bus
Bus driver.
Oh shit! School's out.
This looks interesting.
This one sounds fun. So 2016,
No
drug
turn
dealers
on
attack
red.
a group of troubled teens when their bus breaks down in the desert.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All his stuff looks amazing though. I was going
Yeah.
through like all the writing credits. It all
Oh
looks
yeah,
so
like
good.
Psycho Yoga Instructor, Psycho
Yes.
Fiance, which is currently in
it's
post production.
filming right now. There's a whole
I know.
series of them.
Oh my
Psycho
God.
ones. We gotta watch them all.
What are you
Add him
doing,
to
Chris?
the wheel.
Chris is dramatically plugging in his phone.
Charging stuff again. God, wait until we're
Do,
done.
do you want to be part of this podcast?
What? What are we doing? I'm listening. Shut the fuck up.
No, you're not.
Talking about
Our
stupid
music-
ass movies from this guy who made this terrible ass movie.
All right. Our music was by Andrew Scott Bell, who has 68 composer credits, mostly for shorts, but he did do music for the new Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey,
Ooh, wow.
which I did not watch because it sounds
Oh.
ridiculous.
Good credit right there.
And finally, our cinematographer was Matt Foray, who has 118 cinema credits for cinematography, but that's all really shorts and a couple TV series. But he's done a lot of camera, grip work, things of that nature. But he did things for like Godzilla 2014, Real Steel, and Limitless, the
Oh,
movie.
nice.
Yeah. So
Is that the Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley
Cooper.
Cooper movie? Who's
That sounds like a
Bradley
new
Renfro?
character for our
Is-
Work Sucks sequel.
There's Brad Renfro. He passed away.
Brad
though.
Renfro and
Yeah.
Renly Cooper.
R.I.P. One Love Brad Renfro. What happened to
Yeah.
Brad Renfro?
Bring that
Renfro?
up.
He died young. It might have been drugs. I'm not sure.
Drugs, I think.
That's a shame.
What was he in? How do
The
I know
Client. He was in.
Brad? Oh yeah, that was a good movie
Yeah.
with Susan
Tom and
Sarandon.
Huck.
Or Brad Renfro.
All right, folks, get the fuck off
He was
my
a
road.
really good actor.
Sleepers. That's
He
what
died of
Sleepers.
acute heroin and morphine intoxication at 25.
Damn it.
That's sad.
He was really
Bad.
talented too. He was very, very
Uh-huh.
talented.
Christ, cat.
Yeah.
They're in or the
Only the good die young, right?
Only the good die
Sorry.
young. Only the good
That's what I
die
said.
young.
Oh shit! I gotta get this
It's a
ready.
classic.
Man, this show is terrible.
Terribly fantastic.
Yeah.
Presents.
Okay. Is that it, Aaron? Are you done? You took off your costume and everything.
Yeah, he said he was done.
I said, get off
I
my
know.
street.
I know, but we were still bantering about stuff he was talking about.
That's
Are you
fair.
ready, Lindsay?
We do that.
Crystal
I'm
is insulting
ready.
All right, it's time to move on and do the rabbit hole. So here we go.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge. With more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day meth bender, here's your host, Lindsay Washburn.
Good to go, Lindsay.
Okay. There was a couple different covers for this one, but this was the most basic, I guess.
I like it.
And this looks like what they're going. They with these other Psycho movies, it's like the theme they're going with for it. But here's our movie. It was directed by this guy. We talked about him a little already, Buz Wallick.
I can't hear it that way. It's just in my brain it gets all switched around.
Wall dicks.
Dick.
Balls to the Wallach.
No. You're in or you're
And like Aaron said, he did a lot of like behind the scenes making of documentaries of several horror
Oh, God.
films,
Halloween
things like that.
H2O.
Oh yeah, blood is thicker
Like
than
one of the
water.
That was one of the worst movies. One of the worst.
But right now he is in post-production the Creepypasta movie.
That looks
Which,
cool.
yeah,
Nice.
there's not a lot of information about it, but I've heard a few things. But
Nice.
and then our movie starred this guy too, Rib Hillis, who's a former Versace model.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
He's been in lots of stuff.
And he
Make
has
some for the rest of
been
us.
he has been in a lot of stuff, and his movies he's in a couple different types of movies.
Did you get that picture of me?
I got it off Facebook. Just like I got that one for Spiv that I got him in the same place. But he's in these kind of movies: the Dino Croc versus Super Gator, Piranaconda, Sharktopus.
versus Terracuda.
See, this
Yeah.
makes sense. This movie felt like it should have been on Sci-Fi.
Exactly. And then the other one that he's in a lot is this series. The Wrong Real Estate Agent, The Wrong
Those came up a couple
Friend,
weeks ago.
the Wrong House Sitter, The Wrong Boy Next Door. There's 17 of these.
I thought that was Vivica A. Fox.
It stars
17
Vivica
of
A.
them?
She's in every
Oh my
one.
God. It's like
Yep.
as many witchcraft.
Since 2016, they have done 17
Yep.
of these things.
Yep.
Because this took 5 days to film and it was put out the following month.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. And another thing that came up a lot when I was poking around on this was that there's book series too. This is a popular thing to do for like different series, the wrong this or the wrong that. There's a lot of book series. And then I started getting into looking at like trashy romance novel ones and the like the Kindle books. And so the rest of this rabbit hole is just really funny ones that I found. So here's the first one. There's Beauty and the Badge.
Oh my God. That's like look at that. That's like a paperback
Lindsay,
cover.
that looks like your husband, Peter.
Is that
Besides that,
Marjorie
and then-
Taylor Greene?
Did you have his model for this?
No. But I just love that it says larger print.
Well, yeah, the old lady's gotta get that.
The old lady's got to get it too, you know. There's Protecting Plain Jane.
Uh-oh.
She's got glasses on, so
It doesn't look all that
Photos.
plain other than the
They're
glasses.
amazing.
The
Exactly.
glasses are,
I
yeah.
want to be the guy that makes
I
the photos
don't-
for these books.
I
They
think
have to have fun with it, though.
I'm not trying
yeah.
to be a dick, but like, I think he's out of her league.
It's kind of blurry. It's hard to tell.
It's usually the
Yeah.
other way around.
I couldn't
Plus, they're
find
in
the
front of an
best
explosion,
JPEG,
so you know. Oh, come on. Ah.
There's this one,
Ew.
the Bull Riders Christmas Baby.
What? Oh my God.
No, they get
Very
really
specific.
Oh no, there's
It's an audience. It's
I-
an audience.
There's
I
a lot to unpack
The
there.
twist is that he's not a bull rider. That's his name.
they're with
Bull Rider.
romance
Yeah,
novels.
bull rider.
They veer off into some really weird lanes,
Riders
and
Christmas
I've
Baby.
chosen a couple from those lanes
Guys.
that are a little different. So
I feel like I need to
this
order some
is-
books.
I feel like this is a good podcast idea.
I think,
Talking about
I think
these
we could
awful-
make movies for Lifetime.
exactly,
Most
exactly.
definitely.
There's this one, Howlers in
Oh,
Heat.
Jesus.
With the howler monkeys in the background. I don't know
Would
what
that-
it's
would
about.
that get you going?
It's
How
like-
monkeys?
I don't know what it's
It
about.
looks like
That
the
would work.
new. The font's like Tom Clancy in here.
really
It's like a
is.
Tom Clancy book cover or something.
What does it say about me that I'm kind of into this?
Well, and do the howlers get fucked too, or is it just?
I don't
Aaron,
know.
Reality.
I
Aaron,
do
look,
not know.
look,
It's very
look at that
suggestive
mouth. Look at the
image.
I know,
size
that's
of
what I'm
that
saying.
mouth hole. The things I would do.
Oh,
Oh God.
Jesus.
Okay. That can't be real. That's not real. There's no way.
No,
that's real.
it is.
Wow.
This is when you get into the just the online books, like the Kindle books.
Mm-hmm.
They get even crazy. You know, the
Dude, we
titles
should
get
review
even
these.
crazier than this.
So
Is
wait,
gay
the full-
part of
is
the title?
This was
Yeah,
my
exactly. Thank you.
this
That
was
was my question,
my favorite though.
Oh, now you're making shit up. Okay.
No, it's real. It's
So
real.
this is me. This is what I'm into.
They found your audience.
Oh
It's
my
Chris.
God. But no. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real.
Is
Here,
it like a
hang on.
parody type of thing?
No, I will read
It's
you
just
the.
like-
I
it's
have
just
the
like
synopsis.
clickbait
I have
keyword
the
or something.
synopsis.
Read the synopsis.
Chris, I know what
Of
we should
hedging
send
your
Lindsay for
bets.
Christmas.
No, this excuse me. This would fall under the paranormal shapeshifter romance subset.
Oh, is that a thing?
He becomes
That is
the
a thing.
hedgehog.
Oh. Now listen.
Oh, that makes
Okay.
Richard Gere's like, I'm gonna become a gerbil.
Does he talk when he's the hedgehog?
I don't know, but I want to
He does,
know.
but it's
I want
audible
to
because it's so small.
know.
This turns into a Disney movie.
Right.
But yeah, it says, Honey loves running her bar and grill, catering to humans and shifters alike. But there are two things that dim her love of the place. Cocky assholes who think they own the world, and cocky assholes who think they can flex their muscles and wreck her bar when throwing a temper tantrum. Temper tantrum. Unfortunately, the drop-dead gorgeous, hotter than hot shifter man she secretly loves is both.
Oh,
So-
there's the twist.
Honey.
Cocky.
I know.
Where's the hedgehog go?
I don't know.
You know where it goes, Chris.
Where does it go?
Where doesn't it go?
Or where
I
does
think
it
is the
come
real
in?
question.
Goes to Neverland.
But no, that's a whole subsect of romance novels is the shape shifting and where they turn into animals and stuff.
What animal would you guys turn into? I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. What sexy animal would you guys turn into? That you wanna
Sexy
fuck with?
anteater.
Oh
Yeah, because it's usually like a wolf or a bear or
Right.
Can I be a
A
cat so I can
hedgehog.
just sleep all day?
A sexy cat.
No, just a cat that sleeps.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sexy cat's just Richard Grieco. Anyways, time to move on and talk about Psycho Storm Chaser. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris. I'm just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. All right. The Psycho Storm Chaser. AJ, what did you think?
Yeah, Psycho Storm Chaser, pretty original concept, I gotta say. Going into it, very nice quality. The filming was great. That's the nice thing about these Lifetime movies, like at least the newer ones, that they're pretty well shot and like the production's pretty decent in them. Yeah, I really enjoy this. I thought this was a fun time. From the very first scene, and he walks into the basement and he's just like doing that dialogue dump on like murdering people that don't leave during hurricanes is like, yeah, I'm on board for this. Like this is how I feel when people just stay for Category 5 hurricanes come right at their house. Like, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah, are you a
Deserve
psycho?
to die.
Is that what you're getting
I think
at right
I
now?
might be. I think I might be. Yeah, I like
Fair.
this. I like
Fair
it. I
enough.
thought it was fun.
Big fan.
I mean,
Big fan.
yeah, I wish it would have had a little bit more like energy and more ramped up the gore. Like either go full silly with it or go just like serious. You know, it's kind of in the middle. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Aaron.
Yeah, I kind of feel along the same lines. Like there wasn't anything hugely detrimental to this or like really annoying. Like everything was okay. Like they just said, the camera works fine. Audio is not like hugely problematic. Music's okay. Production's fine. Story's just a slasher, but the cheesy acting fit in well. It was not like painful to watch. I wouldn't say it was amazing, and I would watch it again. But I was surprised. I thought it was going to be really bad.
Big fan.
Now, It's like you don't even listen to me.
Well, you don't like storms, to be perfectly honest with you.
No, but I do like rain.
You're only happy when it rains.
I'm only happy when it's cold.
That's a good song.
That is.
Who is that?
Is that
Veruca Salt?
garbage?
Oh, is it garbage? Who is Veruca Salt? What song do they have? Something about dinosaurs?
No.
I can't
Song about
Dinosaur gay billionaire dinosaurs or whatever.
Veruca Salt. They had a good song. I forget what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about
I can't
dinosaurs.
remember what it's called either.
Seether? Is that it?
Like that,
Volcano
maybe.
Ghost? I don't know.
Oh,
Anyways, I think it was Seether. Rebecca, do
Yeah.
we really need to ask whether you like this movie or
Love
not?
this.
So I actually wish they would have turned up the camp just a little bit more. Like
Yeah.
it was a little too middle of the road that it
Mhm.
didn't quite hit. Like
It's too much Lifetime.
yeah, like they took it a little too seriously for what it is, I think. So it was like almost there, but just needed a little bit more something.
Just need that cold front to move in and push it in the
Yeah.
right direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, because you're so experienced with these kind of movies, was this like a good one of these kind of movies or just an okay one?
I think just an okay one. Like I've definitely seen better as far as like, because like the acting wasn't terrible, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like the
It wasn't
over
be
the
serious
top
bad.
like.
Mhm.
And I need a little bit more, but I don't know what of.
Okay.
Like it
More
just
water.
kind of was.
Mhm.
Too dry. I'm hearing this film was too dry.
It's too dry.
Yeah.
It was
It's
no
too
hard
dry.
rain.
Well-
no hard rain.
But the amount of cheekbones in this movie is everyone is chiseled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's
of
cheeked
butt
out pretty
cheeks.
hard.
Podcast.
Pretty hard
That's
cheeked out.
what the cold weather does. It brings it out. You know?
Yeah, there's,
Oh my
there's some
God.
cheek going on there.
We have to-
Lindsay. Oh, go ahead, AJ. Interject.
No, go ahead. You're good.
No. What? No,
I-
you already.
I
Oh, I
kept
just saw
going,
that.
Go ahead, Lindsay.
no, I'm kind of in the same boat with Rebecca on this one. I wish they would have gone a little further into the camp end of it. I think what this film needed was just another plot point because it's a pretty simple concept when you break it down. It's the storm chaser guy. His wife was killed because she stayed behind in a storm. So he's all fucked in the head. So he finds people that have stayed behind and murders them. That's the concept essentially. So I think if they had had a couple more victims or something
Yeah,
like
they
that,
needed that,
it
for
just
sure.
it just came down to him and then the people in this one house for way too much of the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was because I got bored a couple times because I'm like, we're just walking around.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was a
Yeah.
lot of stuff I found really funny in this movie. So I mean, I did enjoy it. It just needed a little something more, and it would have been great. So
I think
I'm
for
still
me,
hearing too dry. It's too dry.
it's too dry for a wet movie. Yeah, the made for. Although, like, all these Lifetime movies are made for TV. Like, Betty Broderick. What was that name? Betty Broderick?
Betty
Betty
Broderick
Broderick.
story.
Broderick,
Betty
Brockovich,
Oh my
Betty
God.
Broderick.
Betty
Don't even attempt it.
Betty
Julia
Broderick.
Roberts.
Whatever. Fuck this fucking lady. Betty Broderick.
Chip dip lady.
Her story was definitely more emotionally charged and effective for me. This was cheesier. There wasn't much of a love angle to this thing,
No.
which I think it could have used more of that and less of like, oh, my sister's in a weird coma for some reason. I don't freaking remember why.
She's not on life support, so she doesn't need all
Yeah.
those machines.
Well,
But then she needs
typically-
the IV.
That's true. And typically with Lifetime stuff, there's a lot of victimization of like the women in the stories. And we didn't have that really with this to that degree that a lot of the other movies have.
Well, is this sexist to ask this question? If like are Lifetime movies generally aimed at a more female audience?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so are
Definitely.
they trying to paint like stories from a more female perspective?
Yes.
So far as like,
Usually, yeah.
that's why these women.
And they usually
Mhm.
involve horrible men doing horrible things.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean you have that,
But the-
certainly.
The
I
beautiful.
mean, it's just like everyday
It's
life.
so
really.
every day,
It's just
you
like
know?
how just walking down the street and it happens to you, right?
Dude, did you see that fucking video I posted in Slack of that dude? He's fucking nuts. Trying to
Oh,
get
yeah.
that lady to listen to his music. But anyways,
Yeah, well,
I
this is
digress.
this is
Wait,
part of the
what?
problem.
Weird.
This is part of the
People are
problem, man.
fucking
People
insane.
are just really crazy.
Yep.
Mental
Yeah,
health
I
is
think-
like
You know, I'm a big fan of Rib. Rib is a top tier actor. He really nails the Psycho Storm Chaser role.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
man. He was
Yeah, he
Um,
does a great job.
He
Mhm.
cranks it up to 13 on this bad boy. He brings all of the camp.
Mhm.
And then the family, or not the family, whatever you want to call that group dynamic that you got going on with the healthcare workers and the lady,
Mhm.
are more serious
Yeah.
yeah,
In
in a
little
way that's not necessarily bad, because that's what I kind of like about these Lifetime things
Mhm.
are the seriousness and then how it comes off as campy. But there's just a weird juxtaposition there when they try and combine the two, because he's
Mhm.
saying like ridiculous
Oh,
one-liners.
bit.
exactly.
Yeah, he gets pretty crazy. Yeah, he ramps up quite a bit.
And
But no one comes up to meet him.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
That's
what's with the
true.
shopping cart in a fucking parking space? That is not an actual shopping cart
What?
holding machine.
that's
Yeah,
not
they do.
no.
There's all over the place.
not in
You're
a
talking about
not in
those
a spot.
poster
Look,
board
it's just a,
taped on the.
They usually
that is
do.
a-
Okay.
that
was
is
a
a single
retrofit.
line
It's a
retrofit
set.
shopping cart thing.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
set.
not real.
Yeah.
I would never believe that that's actually.
It's like the
a
side of a
grocery store.
7-Eleven or something.
Is
I
this
don't know,
what
man. It
fucking
looked like it was
Wegman?
cemented
This is not what Wegmans looks
So,
like.
Chris, did you like this? Like, we never got to like whether you like
Oh.
this movie or not.
Yeah,
we just
no.
we're in the movie now somehow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. But I don't think it lives up to its potential.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'd agree
That's
with
my
that.
problem. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I would have liked like more gory kills or just
Yeah.
something, because everything is like commercial break as he's about to kill somebody.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
on the other side of that, also, when he does go to kill somebody, he always just has something fun and clever to say about it.
It's true.
So I'm a little torn on this one, guys.
yeah. Wow.
Well, I mean, they set him up to be like a horror icon looking serial killer.
yeah.
You know, he's
Mhm.
got the
look, yeah.
yellow slicker thing, and he's got the way he talks. He's got his tragic backstory that, you know, compelled him to murder people.
Hmm.
So I mean, there's really good elements there, but it's just just didn't land.
Yeah.
It didn't land with the other things they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet there was like a really firm like riding the line on what they could do on Lifetime with this kind of content, you know.
Oh yeah,
And I think that's probably what they did. They went as far as they could or allowed to.
that's
What-
very true.
What is also weird is that they immediately, like, there's no hidden agenda going on. It's immediately set up that he is a killer.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah.
And so it's just like,
Well, I mean, it's called Psycho Storm Chaser. So
Right?
they kind of just lay it out there to start.
I just put the cards right out there, I guess. But it does take away from the storyline, because like if they were all just thrown into this house during a
Mhm.
hurricane,
Uh-huh.
and then somebody's a killer, like, oh, there's an interesting maybe mystery to that.
But they just didn't have, because there's 3 people in this house, or 4, and one's in a coma.
Yeah.
So she's not doing anything except
But
laying
she would have
there.
been the actual killer.
But
the
her
whole time.
makeup and hair are perfect.
Flawless.
Wow. It's Lifetime. Yeah.
Flawless. But okay, so the other 3 people there, we've got the woman in the coma. It's her
The sister,
sister,
yeah.
Megan McCain, is who I called her.
Oh my
That's
god,
good.
she does like
She looks exactly like Megan McCain.
oh, I hate her
Love
even
that.
more now.
Oh no. No.
It's Megan McCain.
It is. You nailed it. That's funny.
Megan McCain, and then it's that other girl from The Office.
And why do they keep her in that cape through the whole damn movie? It's so
Oh, it's
distracting. It's
Oh,
awful.
you missed
Cape?
the scrubs?
She's wearing a cape. No, Megan
the
McCain is
Megan
in a cape.
McCain.
Oh, yeah, her outfits were weird.
shit.
Like
It's
her outfit
weird,
yeah.
choices. were
You're
very
in
strange.
your
Really
house. Put on some sweatpants.
Yeah.
There's
don't
There's
know.
a storm
hurricane.
coming.
They were like trying to play her up as like higher tier suburban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
like with
they want
money.
her to be very pretentious and
Mhm.
very.
I'm not yelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
She's not a
Karen.
likable character.
No.
From the start, she
She's
isn't.
been through some shit.
And yeah, and then because when we're introduced to that character, she's like screaming about them not reading the right reading material to her sister who's in a coma.
Right.
He was reading a magazine, and she
Yeah.
wanted like T.S. Eliot.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
like real chapter out of real life, right? As poor healthcare workers.
Yeah, he was reading like some fitness magazine,
Yeah, yeah.
which is pretty on for him.
Yes, it is. And then our main character, I don't remember her name.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker, that works.
Sarah
her
Jessica
hair-
I don't know her
Parker.
name.
What was her name? Her hair looked
don't
like
know.
her hair looked like a wig.
Yes, it
Almost
did.
underrated. I was like, is she wearing a
How
wig?
fucking dare
Might be
you.
wearing a wig. I think she has a wig
Maybe.
on. It's a little too like
I
a
don't-
wig.
Yeah, she
Think
wakes
so?
up and she's already got fake eyelashes on. The
It might have been.
makeup in this was outrageous.
It just didn't seem like it was real.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
like
and then it's
Those
hard
are
to
fake? How do you know
tell
they're fake?
because you can see it.
You can see the
I
line.
can't see shit. I can't see shit. I have no idea what I'm. See, this
glaucoma.
This
Is that why they made the cell
Real
phone take so
eyelashes
big for
do
you?
not
With
go
all this
that
shit.
far off your face.
No, they don't.
But
Speak for
okay,
yourself.
but let me ask you this: Aaron and AJ, did you think they were fake eyelashes?
Let me see him again.
I didn't even cross.
Did
my
that
mind.
thought ever cross your mind? See,
Well,
that's why women can get away
There's,
with
I
it.
was
there's
stuck
a
on the
new
wig.
like trend that makes them very, very obvious that they're fake.
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Fake lashes don't bother me, but she wakes up with
Let's see-
them
let's see
on.
what Chris-
Yeah.
But that's a movie thing. They always
And
make
not
it
like in the
perfect
middle of her
makeup and-
forehead.
No.
Can we talk about the?
That's
how-
what we need to see. We need to see
I want to
more
talk about the
realistic-
tech here. 'Cause the
AJ, we'll
tech
talk
is-
about the tech in a second. We're talking about fake
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
eyelashes.
Yeah.
But yeah, our main character, we don't get a lot of what's going on with this relationship. We don't know who she's texting. Was it the cop she's dating? Are they boyfriend, girlfriend? Like, what's her deal? What's her story? We
it
don't
was-
get any
no.
background of her at all.
It was an on and off again romance, you know.
No, we've got the
Just fling
full
it.
little picture that's
Search
on the...
for.
This is we were just talking about like
Oh,
large
four-
font
four
books.
is-
This
who
is
is
like
four?
the
FOE?
equivalent for movies is a large font tech, so that old people can see what's happening.
That was
The
great.
cinematography was by
What
Matt
is searching
Ford.
for?
Everything was massive. The phone text, everything was like you could see it from like 5 miles away. You know.
And yet Chris still couldn't see the fake eyelashes.
Yeah, well, he's got glaucoma.
See what you want to see.
That is true, though. That is true. There's actually more kills in this movie than you would think. Because
Yeah.
when it was over, I was like, man, nobody like died. But as I was pulling clips, I'm like, oh shit, a lot of people did die. I think it's just because it's
Yeah.
all off screen.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's missing is there's not like a lot of weather related like pressure applied to them, right? Like you don't have windows busted by the winds, or
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have like
We had a lot
No,
of
he
fake
tries
rain.
to make it
I-
seem like people
The
are going to
openings-
die because of that.
right.
The opening scene, they throw leaves everywhere in the kitchen, but none of the windows are broken. or
No.
anything. I'm like,
Right.
Okay, I have a question that I've been dying to know since this movie started. When I started watching it, where is this set?
North
Florida.
Carolina, South
I don't
Carolina,
know.
somewhere in that.
Yeah, it's probably Carolinas.
Okay, because I was very confused because I saw
It's a coastal,
everyone had
yeah.
a basement,
Mhm.
but then there were palm trees. I'm like, this can't be. This isn't Florida.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not Florida.
That would
it
make
looks
sense.
more Carolinas.
Because there was like
Okay.
peninsulas too. Like they were on a
Mhm.
peninsula,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it could've been-
Brady,
Brody,
Brody, something like that.
Yeah.
Brody,
Something like that.
Brody Peninsula. Brophy? Borfy?
Orpheus Peninsula.
Orpheus.
If you live on a peninsula, you have money. Okay.
Dude,
That's all I'm gonna say.
you don't get to
That's all
go
I'm
on a
gonna
peninsula
say.
without money.
No,
Yeah, for sure,
no.
for sure. You got to have that peninsula.
One bridge in, one bridge out. Come on.
That storm
Except
was
for
off
the
fucking
old
chains,
railroad bridge.
The old railroad bridge, which you
Oh,
don't see.
Jesus
Right? We
Christ.
never saw the old railroad bridge. Right?
Well, you saw it kind of
Like a
before he
screenshot?
jumped it.
I really enjoyed the fake rain filter that they used, and then that they would hose down roads when they drive through it. It's fantastic. I mean, it looks better than a lot of movies you see.
It really does. Like it's
Yeah,
not, it's fine. It's not distracting.
No.
I'm fine with it. Like at this level, this budget.
I think I would have enjoyed some more Psycho Storm Chaser scenes, just randomly killing people. To like build up the momentum of him
Just like
the
coming
town or
upon
something.
people.
Yeah.
I mean, he murdered that couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they weren't like. It's
We don't see any.
No, it's forgettable.
It is forgettable. And
How
that
did
was
we
another
know they were
storm.
there?
I think he just stalks
hunting
people.
around.
Okay.
Yeah.
He chases people.
Because
He has a
he is
radar
the
for it.
storm.
Mhm.
He is connect. That's another thing with his character. He feels like he's like psychically or something connected to the storm, or like
Mm.
he's its messenger.
He's his harbinger.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the Psycho Storm Chaser.
Yes,
And
let's
his
do.
background. Who wants
Yes.
to lay out his background of why he is the Psycho Storm Chaser?
So he was away, like tornado hunting or something,
Mhm.
and a bad storm was coming in where he lives. And he called his wife, "You need to go." She said, "Yes, I'm leaving." But she ended up staying with her boyfriend, the next door neighbor, and was killed in the storm.
Mhm.
That's right.
So now he goes to kill people who stay because they make the selfish decision
Mhm.
Yeah.
to
I
stay.
can relate.
His character reminded me a lot of the kid in the original Silent Night, Deadly Night,
Oh yeah.
Kid.
or the guy that grows up to be the
Eric-
killer Santa
Eric-
Claus.
Eric Foreman?
Yeah.
Freeman?
Mhm.
Naughty,
Well, just-
naughty, naughty.
Yes, he would call people naughty, and this guy's like irresponsible.
Responsible for the storm.
I'm going to play a clip of the Psycho Storm Chaser.
The death toll crept up to 30 today, and authorities are concerned it'll go higher.
Oh, it'll go higher. A lot higher.
Oh,
so
man.
good.
He's good. He was good in that role, man. I hope there's
Yeah.
a sequel at some point.
I'm sure there
There
will.
Well,
is-
they
well,
set it up for one because he
Carl the Storm
Oh, there.
Chaser will return.
Oh, yes.
Okay, that's so
Yes.
cheesy. Yeah.
he had the paper clip to get out of the
Paper
handcuffs,
cups. I
even
don't think
though
that
he
works,
was-
but it's fun.
no, especially when you're handcuffed in.
You've never picked the lock with paper clips?
Yeah. Have
Really?
you?
Yeah.
With one
in
hand
handcuffs?
while you're
Not with
handcuffed.
one hand. And you
That's
generally
the
need
skill.
2 paper clips. So
Yeah. That makes more
Yeah,
sense.
because I've seen movies where they do 2 paper clips into one, and then they
Yeah.
finagle, and then
Mm-hmm.
you basically make one that's like a rake, so you can rake it along the tumblers. And then one to I know.
you say all this, but like
You gotta
say it a
insert them
little
both
slower.
at the same time though, Chris.
This is-
Mhm.
we need
Say it
Slowly
slower and
pull
lower
it
the
out,
pitch of
Them
your
at the
push
voice.
it
same
back in.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Until you feel it pop.
Hold on, Aaron. Give me 1 second.
First, you take your paper clips, you bend it, and bend it some more. Slowly insert
We're good.
one, then the other,
I think the bit is done. That was a good bit.
and then use a back and forth motion. Sorry. Got
And
carried
then
away.
our main character is Abby. Is that
Something like that.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna call her
That's
Abby.
about right. Yeah.
I'm gonna call her Abby. Abby.
Emma-
Why would
is
she
the
go in
other
front
one.
of the shopping cart thing? Why did she go with in front of it? It's so fucking
Because
weird.
they needed to put the dolly somewhere.
Yeah.
That's true.
She is staying because she's at this house caring for this girl who's in a coma. Her cop
Mhm.
boyfriend, ex-boyfriend wants her to leave, and she's like, "Don't you even dare try to come rescue me."
Right?
Blah blah blah.
You better not.
You better
That's right.
not. But so she's there, her and the other guy are the care for this girl who's in a coma. Can we talk about the girl who's in the coma?
Yeah.
And the crazy
do it.
shit
Sure.
they say about her, and
Speaking of waking up and being like having your makeup ready to go and everything. She's in a freaking coma. Who's putting makeup on
her
her?
hair is beautiful.
Right? Like,
She
yeah.
stands up.
Flawless.
She stands up and has no issues being on her feet. You know,
Nope, she's fine.
None. So,
hasn't stood for a decade.
okay.
I don't think she's been in a coma for
This-
10 years.
No. This. I wanted to talk about the medical. What do you call it? Idiosyncrasies in this film.
Mhm.
Okay, so she's laying there. She's got the oxygen tube blowing in her nose, whatever. She's got an IV, and she's got the thing on her finger, the diastolic on her finger. And then there's an IV pole with a bag hanging on it.
Sure.
No pump, just a bag. And then she's got the machine that the diastolic runs
it's a gravity
to.
drip. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. And then I assume somewhere there's an oxygen tank. Okay.
Maybe.
What of that? Oh, and they keep talking about all these machines that are keeping her alive. And there's a window of 30 minutes after the power goes out. They're like, we have to get the power back on, or the sister's gonna die because these machines need power to keep her alive. Like this was a huge part of the third act.
Well, in real life, they have batteries inside of them.
But what machines are keeping her alive?
The IV
Well,
drip.
that's like
They
when
unplug the IV
What does
drip
it
and it
do?
kills.
What does it do?
It keeps the fluids moving.
Dead.
Without the fluids, she dies.
He disconnects the IV.
I know, it's so stupid.
What does it do?
I don't think the IV would kill you
No.
at all.
She would
No.
get a little dehydrated.
And then
Yeah, exactly. It was like
when
I feel so parched.
when they discovered that the guy came in, he snuck in because she sees the wet footprints. She has an inkling something's up, that there might be someone else in the house.
No, it's just a
because he's been stalking around, shooting his YouTube videos out in the driveway, which I liked that scene. It was very
I
very
have that.
funny.
We can look at that.
That was very funny. But yeah, so the sister dies, she codes or whatever. And he just pulls it apart. Nothing comes out of it. He just like unscrews something. It wasn't doing anything. What is that?
I didn't understand. I was like, well, what is causing her coma that
I like
IV
this
is
scene
keeping her
too.
alive?
The door's like,
Then
I
the
didn't
sister
hear it.
Yeah, that
gets
was
so
fun. That was a fun
angry
one.
that like, how did her IV come out?
I don't know, maybe because you
Like,
poured
it
her
was-
like a full glass of whiskey 20 minutes ago. Maybe
I like the
that's why it
scenes when
happened.
he's just like standing in the room, like behind the random coat rack. You know what I mean? Like
He's
clearly
just-
there. He's not even hidden.
He's just standing there.
It's like
He's
you would
just
totally see this person in a lightning storm standing in your room next to you. Like it's it's great.
Oh my God.
It's great.
But the process they go through to bring her back after
Yeah.
she codes,
It's insane.
she tells her to start CPR, and the CPR in this movie is terrible. They they're going like this, like they're doing push-ups
Oh, yeah.
on the
Many
other
times.
person's chest.
They don't even do
times.
ass to mouth or whatever resuscitation.
They
like,
don't.
at once.
No
None
ass
of
to
that.
mouth resuscitation.
But then she gets the paddles out because she has to shock her.
Oh yeah.
But-
Yes.
How does she charge them if there's no electricity?
You have one go. They have a little bit of juice in them. And that's all
Static.
you
It's
get.
static. You got to rub them together a whole
But-
bunch. Sort of
They
static.
also she also does the shocking while the lady has
Is
a needle
needle in
Like,
her. What is
that doesn't
happening?
Yeah, what was that? At the same time?
Yeah,
It's
the
so
lady has
stupid.
a huge fear of needles, so of course she has to give
Oh my
her
God.
a shot.
It was so stupid.
It was pretty stupid. There were some fun, silly deaths in this, though, too. Like, I really liked the guy outside that got hit by the camera, and then he suffocated in the puddle. It's just like, what a way to go. Suffocating this guy in a puddle of water. This is great.
Yep. Yeah, because he's
Great
explaining.
stuff.
He's like, they don't care about blunt force trauma or drownings or things
That's
like
just
that. They just think
part
the
of a
storm
storm.
did it.
I love the justification of his character. Like, when he finds her, like, in bed, and he's, like, all sincere, and then he just turns, and he's like, oh, no, you know what? Yeah, this is awful. Not evacuating this person out.
I think the main problem with this movie is that I just didn't feel like there was actually a storm.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my.
It
take.
wasn't crazy enough.
I said there's no like weather impact. Like
It's a big bar to set for a Lifetime movie. You know, the storm. Like it's just like, you know, I thought that when we started this. It's like, how are they going to do this? They're not going to be able to shoot.
Turns
in a
out
storm.
they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Hey,
Filter.
they had money to turn that one cop into a skeleton.
Mhm.
I
They
just feel like
electrocuted him.
I just feel like
true.
if this is what was this, a category 3? Why wasn't it a category 5 to begin with? That's like way more dangerous.
I know.
But why not just like have like buckets of water coming down the side of the house and shit, like, you know, them falling in water? Like
Look,
we went like hard rain action is what we want.
look at this scene. He's totally green screened. There's no actual water falling on him. It's just like get him a little wet. Like I need.
Yeah, he's pretty dry.
I read through
need
a
him
couple
wet.
of the reviews on IMDb, and one of them was like, "This is bullshit. I live in Florida. It didn't even blow away the cushions on their lawn furniture in the movie."
It's true.
It's
But-
true.
But at the end, when the lady just comes out of a coma and they decide to make 42 pancakes for her to eat in one sitting, that
Yeah.
was
can
actually
you
pretty
can you
interesting.
feed somebody immediately after waking up from a coma? Do you need to take them to the hospital because you're like
Can
this
she-
person's
Yeah.
You think there would be
Good fish
some
meal.
sort of like test that
You're-
you would want to run, or
Right.
it's
If
not
you
just you woke up, great, ship shape.
Thanks
Here's
for
a
letting
bunch
us
of
know.
syrup.
Oh,
Here's a
no.
bunch of sugar.
right, your body would crash out.
Welcome back to the world.
I know you've been
You haven't
unconscious for
eaten
3
anything
years,
in a
but
while.
why don't you hop up and walk down the stairs and get some breakfast?
I mean, I did like that Lifetime ending. That was really fun. Like everyone just like in the kitchen with a nice light, having
No,
breakfast.
That what I thought was fun is they take the time to make 42 pancakes that morning while her boyfriend is dying on a gurney in the other room while the police
Wow.
are all
He's
there.
in the front room.
Can we talk about how he's
The other
posed on that
nurse
with
is
his
still
hand? Look
laying
at that.
outside waiting for
So
them
he has
to
muscle?
show up.
He
Look
hurt.
at this
Hey,
pose. Look at the
AJ,
pose.
AJ, come on! He hurt his elbow. He's keeping it elevated.
Sure, sure. It looks very
Should I
natural.
flex
He's
a
keeping
little
it
harder?
elevated.
It's like
Just,
should I flex a little more?
Just hanging out over here.
You want to slide on in here? Which way to the beach?
Which way to the beach?
Oh my god, I was laughing when that scene came out. I was like, this
so bad.
is just absurd now.
It's just so awkward too. It's not like he's just like kind of chilling, right? He's not like he's like let me flex.
He's not even that muscular. That's like
No.
I
He's
have the
not.
same amount of muscle when I do that.
No, he's not that Versace model.
Chris does stuff.
Yeah, I do stuff, Sean.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I still do stuff. Anyways,
I know.
I
I
know. right?
agree. The cop scene, I was hoping
That was a
for something
missing
a little
scene.
more.
Yeah, we just need more storm scenes of like things
Yeah.
happening, or like even just like I would have even taken some poor like a stock footage from actual hurricanes and throw it in here. You know, like why not? Just cut in between like cars going down the road and stuff.
they do have occasional stock
They
hurricane
do.
footage, but
Yeah.
not enough. I agree. Like they never show like the ramping up of the storm.
Yeah, it's just we have no there's no projection of like how the storm does not seem dangerous at all. Like it's just like a
it doesn't
thunderstorm.
seem like an evacuation worthy
exactly.
event.
No, because
Exactly.
you don't get a sense of the scope of it.
I wanted
what
like the
they
final
show.
scene to be like the living room's flooded and they're moving around on furniture and he has like a knife and they're
Yes.
and the water's electrocuted. Like that's what we want. That's what I want.
Isn't that the
would've
end
been
of
awesome.
Crawl?
That is crawl.
It's Crawl.
We need that. That's the level of hurricane that we wanted for this movie. That's what I'm saying. Climbing up the stairs and water's pouring down and they're sliding all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go watch Hard Lane later.
We should watch Hard Rain. It's been so
Hard
long
Rain's
since
so
I've seen that movie. So we can talk about the technology with Search 4, which was good. Is there anything else? Really?
I don't know. I think we've covered it. Like, it's a really basic story. It's a
Yeah.
simple storyline. It's a fun premise, though.
Okay, that scene was great too because Megan McCann runs it with the
Oh yeah, we didn't
Lamp.
talk about the ending.
right. She gets thrown in a headlock, and then the nurse comes running in with the same lamp.
Well,
It was just funny. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'll play the scene where they knock him out, and I guess we should talk about the person who I think this is what Spiv was referencing.
Okay, I
called the
wasn't
ending.
sure.
Was the lady in a coma rises from her coma to save the day?
Yeah, which
Oh.
makes no sense.
I thought it was like the reveal that his wife was cheating on him during a storm. I thought that was the twist he was talking about.
Do you think a lamp?
No, but that was
That's
pretty
gonna knock
early
you out?
on.
Yeah, that wasn't at the end.
It was near the end. Like
Was it?
he like
No,
he
that was,
dumps
like-
all that out when they're in the living room. He's like
Hmm.
confessing everything.
I trust Rebecca's judgment on this. You can't handle the Lifetime movies.
I mean, it was like 20 minutes at the end. It wasn't like the final scene or anything, but
I still trust Rebecca on this.
Chris, I have an important question for you. Do you think you could take a lamp to the face?
Take lamps for days, Aaron.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like one lamp to the face, probably not going to knock you
it's
out.
gonna hurt.
it's plastic.
yeah.
You know, it's not even metal because
It's not like it's a
cheap.
Even if it is
baseball
metal.
bat or.
Mhm.
It's just not
The way they
shaped in the way.
swung
yeah,
up
exactly.
and hit it, I just don't see that.
I guess
Mhm.
maybe it has a metal base. That would kind of hurt if you had some weight to it
Right.
in the projection.
I'm not
Or
saying
if
it
it
would
like
hurt.
poked you in the eye or something.
Yeah.
And what did
Yeah.
she inject him with?
I
Her
don't know.
saline solution.
Yeah, was that like the adrenaline or whatever? Wouldn't that just
Well, it
jazz
was
him
just
up
a
more?
needle, yeah.
Yeah.
Epinephrine.
Yeah, I didn't
If you-
understand. I didn't understand
If
that.
you inject someone with air, a bubble of air, they just die, right? They explode.
No,
in
it
their
has
bodies.
Be
It has to be in your
veins.
bloodstream.
It has to be
yeah.
and it has to be so much. It has to
Yeah.
be sizable.
Lame.
Like if you just put air in like a muscle or something, that's not gonna.
Yeah, it's just not.
Mm-mm.
It's just muscle. Yeah, it'd be a bummer,
Mm.
but I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You can't get an air embolism
Whatever.
from muscle tissue.
Yeah.
What's that?
Anything else? I don't know.
What?
Anything else?
You're
With
like
the
falling
Psycho
asleep
Storm
over there.
Chaser.
Wait, are you telling me I'm falling asleep?
No, me.
Chris is. Okay, thank goodness.
I went off. All right. AJ, would you recommend the Psycho Storm Chaser?
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend this. I know it's nice to see that newer Lifetime movies are getting this kind of silly and ridiculous. I hope to see ones where it just gets pushed even more. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, we've been getting some really good Lifetime movies that we've watched previously. I'm on board for it. I really think we need to start watching a lot more of them, frankly. Yeah, I recommend this. Go check it out. Silly, fun concept. Could have been great if it was a little more high camp, but can't have it all.
Didn't have everything.
Yep, that's
You know?
right.
Aaron.
Yeah, I'd recommend it too. I thought it was pretty fun. I would like it to be maybe a little bit more cheesy, and I would have loved to have seen more storm action. It was just too dry overall, but it was pretty fun.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I would recommend it as well. It's got enough good elements to be enjoyable.
Lindsay.
I don't know if I'd recommend this one.
You son of a bitch.
You son Gilly. You son of a bitch.
What is going on?
Well, it has all those elements you want, like in a fun movie, but it's not successful at all of them. Because like I said, I got bored quite a bit throughout this movie. And when it did get good, it wasn't good enough. It didn't, make up for that boredom in my experience. But I mean, that's just me. I mean, I'm 4-1 here, so.
Actually, I'm kind of with you, Lindsay. I think what happened is the rest of us were dazzled by the decent production quality.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it had shitty production quality, like a lot of the movies you watch, these boring scenes definitely would have been a lot worse. I
That's
don't
fair.
think it lives
Yeah.
up to its potential.
Yeah, it has a lot of potential,
Yeah.
and they had some
But
really
it
cool
is-
ideas. It just didn't do enough for me.
It is a Lifetime movie, though. It was
It
on
is.
Lifetime.
Oh no, I love that stuff. There was some really, really fun stuff. It's not enough.
Any alternate titles?
I do have a few. What?
Let's hear.
They're nothing like that. Psycho Storm Man. Like Psycho Gorman.
I just want Psycho Gorman again. It's a great movie.
Wet Wild Weekend. Georgie Comes Back. It's raining men. The Power of Sopping Wet Love. Because I just picture this cop is like, he's done everything to get to her. And he's got these like soaking wet shoes. He just here to save the day.
Promptly gets stabbed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you know.
And then he gets stabbed again.
Yeah, exactly. Vegetative state of emergency. Yeah, I know. We all float in North Carolina. Stormy Daniels wakes up. Psycho Storm Chaser. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Blow away. That's all I got. I want to hear the
anybody else have
patrons
any?
and commenters. They promised me they would continue to do them if I did them.
All right, Sean has one. It's called "Cop Kind of Looked Like Jason Patrick."
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not sure if that was a alternate title or not. I know what you did last rainy season. That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll count that as one. Whatever the hell that means.
Rodanthe?
Mm-hmm.
That's a place.
No
Isn't it?
shit.
Oh. I've never been there, though. I've never gone to the Outer Banks.
Me either.
Pretty neat there.
It's a
I
hike.
hear it's nice.
I don't even know what those are.
Fucking Midwestern people.
Have you heard of the
I have
ocean?
no idea.
Yes, I have.
Lindsay, when you go to the opposite sides of the country, they have this big thing of water. Okay,
I know
that you don't
it's a
have where
scary
you live.
thing.
Okay,
It's a scary
and it
You
just
mean
never
the
ends.
Missouri and the Mississippi?
All right, let's move on, guys, and do a game. So here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppets, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly implicit. Shall we play?
All right, we're going to talk all about hurricanes in this game. So, let's start off here.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
The answer's A.
All right, so the language that's the origin of the word hurricane, as you now saw, is Native American, which is, it means evil spirit of the wind.
Frightening.
That's
looking.
creepy.
Yeah.
Remember when Trump drew like the markers to show where the hurricane wasn't going? But it was going to go.
Made a penis.
Where they're going to put the nukes, you mean?
In what year was the deadliest hurricane?
Of all time?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
1850 something. I don't know.
1972.
I think it'd be more recent because of just the amount of population. So yeah,
And
76.
global warming. I don't know.
It was 1900.
Oh wow!
It hit
8,000.
Galveston.
Holy shit!
8,000 casualties, but it's approximately because it was 1900, so they aren't
Math
sure.
didn't
But
exist back then. Yeah. Color and math didn't exist. They had to be invented.
They could only count so far.
Yep.
How many miles wide was the largest hurricane ever recorded?
75.
Yeah, they get pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna say. I mean, what are you measuring? Like from the eye to like the other...
300 miles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 200.
It's up there. 250.
Much bigger. Come on. There we go.
Holy shit!
It was actually a typhoon.
Wow.
It was 1,380 miles. So it would have.
Where did that hit?
So that was a typhoon. It was in the Pacific.
Literally everywhere.
Instead, yeah, but it covered almost the entire Pacific.
That's
At the
crazy.
same time. All right. How many miles across was the smallest hurricane? So if almost 1,400 miles is the largest, what was the smallest?
2 miles.
Probably like 10 miles.
4 miles.
A mile.
12 miles
12
across.
Okay, very good guess.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
that was
down
pretty
there
Little guy.
off of Mexico. Just a little tiny guy. True or false? A hurricane can have more than one eye.
Yes.
I think that's false, actually.
False.
It is true. There's a two-eyed hurricane. So it's like there's an eye wall, and the eye wall will reset every once in a while. So while it's resetting, it forms a second eye.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
What are the strongest hurricane winds ever recorded?
75 million miles an hour.
On Earth?
Well, they go up to 100 and something, so maybe like
300 miles an hour.
Yeah, 200 miles an hour.
160.
It was 185.
Damn.
And that was in 1935. It hit the Keys. And just, I'm surprised the islands didn't just blow away.
Mm-hmm.
What is the largest number of storms named in a single year?
17.
Just storms? I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe, yeah, I'll say 35.
It was
26.
Damn.
28.
28 storms,
Okay.
15 of them were hurricanes, and that was in 2005. So that has
Katrina.
like Harvey, Irene, Katrina,
Yeah.
Lee, like a ton of
Yeah, that was a crazy.
really bad
Unnamed
storms.
storm.
Yeah. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta.
You're starting to run out of names.
Hurricane Katrina is the costliest hurricane ever. How much damage did it cause?
Like
100 billion.
billion. It was a lot.
yeah.
Billions of
Yeah.
dollars.
13 billion.
It was $100 billion.
I was close or right.
Yeah.
So crazy,
Yeah.
Katrina.
I knew it was a huge amount, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like not even able to be fathomed.
Well, I wonder how much of it is actually repaired.
I watched that documentary.
I bet
Was
a lot is
Have any of
not.
you ever seen Troubled Water about Katrina?
Mm-mm.
It is so depressing. It is so
Mhm.
depressing. They have like 911 calls coming in and like people like drowning in their attics and shit, like on the phone.
Ugh.
It's so awful.
It's terrible.
Okay.
On that
Thank you.
Great game.
All right,
Yay,
time to move
Rebecca.
on and do some listener feedback. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
All right. Does anyone else want to do the listener feedback, or should I do it?
I think we should make AJ do it since he didn't come
Yeah,
up with his
AJ,
backup session.
you want to do the listener feedback?
No, I do not. I don't even
Okay, fair
have
enough.
my tabs up.
Never
Sorry.
fucking prepared. Paul Lilienthal says, I think the Rage movie is a movie that will grow on everyone. I didn't like that much that first when I didn't like it that much the first time I saw it. Then Birdemic came out. My next Patreon pick is The Apple 1979 because Rebecca wanted more dancing and I can provide. God.
Oh, there you go.
I had to add that to the fucking wheel.
Yeah, that's not
Get
just.
it up.
Yeah, that's a
You
full
are
musical.
You are speaking out loud when you say stuff like that, Chris.
This is a full musical?
Full
What the
musical.
fuck. Are you serious? I'm not watching this shit. I'm sick that day. Oh, it actually looks kind of cool based on this cover artwork. So we'll see. Maybe I'll peruse. All right, we got Vincente Guerrero. 10:30 to 10:43, referencing a specific time. I think when we were talking about Lindsay Lohan, he says, "I watched it 3 times because of Lindsay Lohan being in horror and did not think it was nearly as bad as critics said." I was
I
the
know
only
who
one in the
killed
theater
me.
at the time. Is that what that is?
I know who killed me. Yeah.
There you go. Big, I know who killed me defender. Marilyn Knepper says, "The Rage was okay. I'm not mad at it. The vultures were giving me Thanksgiving vibes." I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Also
exactly.
surprised you didn't mention the little zombie screaming, "Kiss the monkey," and how perverted it was. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Kiss the monkey?
He had like a little monkey doll.
Okay. Still don't remember, but okay.
Who? Oh, the little boy or the little girl? I don't remember that. Okay.
No, the little like with the one that had like the wig on.
I have no idea what this movie was about at this point. I remember, it doesn't matter. We can move on. Jesse Major says, "Feel like we let the British guy car sex scene at the start get past us. I am the commander."
No, we brought it up.
We talked
did
about
bring that
that.
up. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
That was a memorable scene.
Chris,
Paul,
how many times have you used that line since watching that movie?
I haven't yet,
No?
but I plan on.
I just run around saying, "I am the commander."
Paul Lilienthal says, "There's no end to the list of movies that would be vastly improved by removing the second act and replacing it with a swarm of puking zombie vultures attacking. All 3 Shades of Grey movies would be watchable. No one would be falling asleep during Citizen Kane. The birds would have been even more birds. And finally, something would happen during Gary. Gary? Gerry. I don't know what that is. I've never seen
It's a
that.
movie. It's one where they're in the desert. It's Matt Damon and
Oh,
Casey
yeah.
Affleck.
Matt Damon.
I like that
It's a
movie.
lot of walking.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that. Jason K says, "The reuse of the same shot becomes very boring quickly, which is what was shown in the movie 1978 when the piranhas killed a human." What the fuck kind of non sequitur was that? What happened?
I think we broke Jason Case.
Yeah, we've definitely broken Jason Case. Mike DeRoffase says, "I like The Rage, but hated when they were in the camper. The shaking camera was annoying. So I still vote Dark Lurking as movie of the year."
You don't get to pick that yet, Mike.
Dark
There's still more to go.
Mike,
There's more to go.
Mike.
We're gonna bring Air Panic back from the dead. Let me
Shut
tell
the
you.
Taylor Ann Santa Marina says, alternate title, "The Texas Crazy Bird New Metal Band."
I can see
There
it.
was some new metal.
Maybe we should start a bird metal band.
Just all screeching.
Yeah, exactly.
Jinx
Get a bunch of like
D3
parrots on the stage, and it's like, that'd be awesome.
Jinx
ahead,
says, "Late to the premiere, but in my defense, I was sound asleep still." I'll let it go. I'll quit. I vote to quit.
I'm not listening anymore. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Aaron, for paying attention to the listener feedback section. There was no voicemails this week, but if you want to get your message to us, go to the iTunes, leave us a review. Wait, sorry, I went into the wrong speaking point there. Go to the YouTubes, leave us a comment on the latest episode, and it will be included in next week's show. It is time. The one and only time. The wheel.
The wheel.
Spin that wheel, Chris.
Hold on. I need to update the wheel really quickly because I know I have to add the Apple. Yes. And what else do I have to add? The Omega code or something?
Omega code 2.
Code
Something.
2, not the first one. The
No.
first one has Rutger
Yeah.
Hauer. Oh, no, this does not. Oh, my God. It actually is called Megiddo. He wasn't just high.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah.
I thought he was just high.
We need to watch Mansquito.
Dude, that's the smartest thing you've ever said. We need to watch Mansquito.
It's a movie. It's on our list forever.
I know. That's what makes it even better. We do really need to watch Mansquito. Anyways, let's look at this wheel.
So stupid.
I know. That's why I love it.
What's on the wheel? What's on the wheel?
We got the apple. We got the slime ball. We got the Dolph Lundgren Silent Trigger. We got the Black Devil Dolls from Hell. We got the Guyver 2. We got Six Strung Samurai. We got...
I don't think we could do Black Devil Doll one. That one looks pretty... might get us in trouble.
Well, we'll speak around it.
And you need to take Kingdom of Spiders off, too, because that was
Yes.
switched out for another one. Yeah.
Okay.
We switched it out for
I don't know what the other one was. Okay, we got Escape from Death Block 13. We got the Mega Code 2. Here we go.
Oh, shit. It's spinning.
No witchcraft.
It's gonna be.
Oh, Never Too Young to Die.
What's this?
Ooh.
It looks cool.
Gene
It does look
Simmons is
cool.
in it.
Ooh.
Never Too Young to Die.
Huh.
That's the one I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know
interesting.
Never
Have you seen this before, Lindsay?
surrender.
Is it? You like it?
It's been a few years.
Save it for the goddamn podcast, Lindsay.
You asked me a
Who asked
question.
Never too young.
That was the joke. All right, let me pull this
got
out. Do you have this on VHS?
I don't.
Wow.
It's a little harder to find than some. So no, I don't have it.
Stargrove.
Likable young man.
Thank you.
Wow, just doesn't-
Yeah, this looks cool.
You know, there are
No, you guys are
plenty
gonna
of
love this.
small assignments.
The new American hero.
Where have you been shooting lately? Libya?
It's hard to take John Stamos
You the one that your
seriously
father
as an
sent?
action.
He inherited all of his father's enemies,
Yes, Gene
Oh, Gene
Simmons.
Simmons.
his friends.
Oh, man. Road Rash?
John Stamos is Stargrove.
How about a loot job? I think I'm falling in love.
That is John Stamos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanity is Danja.
Vanity.
Whoa.
That's a lot of rotating.
Any idea who could be behind this?
All right, I'm stopping.
That's
I feel like
plenty.
we're seeing too much.
It looks pretty cool.
No, I think you guys will dig it.
This is gonna be fucking movie of the year. Spiv's gonna love it. This is horse shit. This is like some Shad McQueen, but or whatever that Lone Wave McQuaid or whatever. Fucking
Love McQuaid.
yeah, it's too good for the podcast. Stamos
Might be.
too sexy.
It might be.
Done.
I'm bringing sexy
It might be
back.
My name is John Stamos. Crap.
Gene
Wonder if
Simmons
Spiv will be
can't
back.
fucking act.
Spiv will be back next week, and then the following week is the Thanksgiving episode. So you have 1 week, listeners, to give us a Thanksgiving movie recommendation. Get on that. We watched Blood something. I don't remember what it's called, but it has the word blood in it already. We watched The Pilgrim, which was a Thanksgiving themed horror movie. So we need another one. So get on that. We're not doing Thanksgiving, okay? We already fucking did that too. So give us recommendations. That's it for this week's episode on Psycho Storm Chaser. If you enjoyed it, please go to the iTunes, leave a review. That helps out the show. Then if you want to get access to all the bonus crap, patreon.com/bad movie night show. And next week, we are checking out Never Too Young to Die. Do we know if this is streaming anywhere? Did anyone know that?
It's on Tubi.
Nice.
I think.
And
Yeah, Sean says it's on
Tubi's
Tubi.
amazing.
Sean
Yeah,
says it's on
it has
Tubi. I don't
so
see it
much.
being on Tubi, but I'll take Sean's word for it. Otherwise, it looks like the full movie is also on YouTube. So that's what we're doing next week. Never Too Young to Die. We'll catch you here next time, guys. Good.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.